Pockets here with my very first update on my 30 long here. Decided to try out shell dwellers. I've kept a colony of Richardi in the past in my 75 gallon, which now has a completely different setup. The light's off right now, otherwise I would show you. But no, this was all filled with rock earlier today, and then I got my shells in today. And I decided to just redo the whole thing. I finally have it the way I want it, even though I know that the shell dwellers are gonna redesign it the way they want to. But it's my first video. Not really sure what to talk about. I have an empty tank that's been set up for maybe a month and a half. And bought these shells, and I just have to find shell dwellers. I want to keep multis, mainly because I heard they're very good landscapers, and I kind of just want to see what they're gonna do with the sand bed. The sand bed is actually, I just used play sand on top of white sand that you can get at the pet store, and I had an African cichlid mix all in here. So it's all kind of mixed up. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but it actually didn't turn out that bad. And I was going to put more rocks in, but I figured that this would be enough. I mean, some of these rocks are from this pile that I have right here, and I have more at my dad's sitting in his basement in storage, but I'll explain more on that later when I show you the 75. But these are all the shells that I ordered, and along with the rocks. These rocks are all from the previous setup, and then I grabbed a couple from a creek that's down the road from me, and I washed them with hot water and all that stuff, and I'm just gonna let the tank sit for a couple days, make sure there's no abnormalities with the water and everything before I even start looking for the fish. But I decided that I'm not gonna be able to do something. I don't know, I forgot. Oh, and oh yeah, I have more tanks in my room, but they're not really clean. One's my girlfriend's tank, I guess, and the other one's a 10 gallon that I tried doing something with, and it failed. I mean, well, not really failed. I'm just not really pleased with it, so I'm not going to bother with those. This is just an update in general, just get myself out there and whatnot, and share my love of the hobby with everybody else who enjoys the hobby. But these are some of the shells. I don't know if you guys can see them. This one, the two that are right up in front here are called are the whale eye shells. And I don't know, I really like those compared to the other ones that are in the tank, and I wish I knew I was gonna like them beforehand. Otherwise I would have bought more. They're kind of a lightweight shell, easy to move. Same thing with this one, is a very, very light shell, very easy to move. And then I have the Babylonia shell, or whatever they're called. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but they're a little bit on the heavier side. I figured, you know, just because the other two were so close in appearance, just to add something different. They had a nice little cone shell in there. This is my favorite shell we had lying around the house, and it was sitting in this cabinet in the bathroom, and I decided to just clean it, boil it in some water and clean it, and stick it in here to see if they use it or not. It's very huge, and well, it's not the biggest shell that you could possibly get, but I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm kind of hoping they use it, because it's like a condo. All these other ones are like little teeny tiny apartments, but kind of hoping that they breed and I can get a little colony going, and maybe set up a grow out tank and make my girlfriend mad by getting more tanks. She doesn't understand. She never will. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's the full weight of the tank. I have about 43 shells, and I'm hoping to get some multis very soon.